Okay, so yo, what's up guys, my name's Bear the Buff, or Bear, whatever you want to call me. And in today's video, I just want to kind of let you guys know what my plans are coming into the new year and what we're going to be doing as we go through 2018 and like new things I'm going to be doing, things I'm going to be carrying on doing that I've been already doing on YouTube, and just what my plans are basically. And I want to talk about a few different things, like I say, things I'm going to be carrying on with or things that I plan to start doing. And there's one thing in particular that I want to like specifically go into, but I will go into that later in the video because I want to talk about all the things I have planned for that and what I really want to do with that. So first off, I'm going to keep going with my One Life series with Borderlands because Borderlands is a game that I love playing so much and I really want to carry on making content for that because I really enjoy playing it, and from what I've heard off other people, they do enjoy watching it as well, so it just works. And I'm also going to be getting around to working on my Borderlands 2 bucket list. Now I really wish I'd started working on this earlier. I mean, it was literally the second video I ever made, and it was something that I planned to really work on early. But regardless, I'm going to start getting onto it now. I'm going to really do what I plan to do, and basically I'm thinking of maybe doing like a video or two each week and basically showing you guys everything that I've got to drop like in recently to that video. So if I've been streaming Borderlands lately, if I've been doing some farming, I can just make a video, a compilation of all the things I've got to drop and basically just tick them off the list, and as we go we'll slowly build towards, you know, finishing the bucket list. Now this will depend on how much I play Borderlands. I mean, for example, if a week I don't play it that much because I'm playing something else or I'm making content on something else, then I might only do one video, or maybe that week I won't do a video and then I'll catch up next week and do an extra video. It will just depend on at the time what I'm playing and what I'm doing. I do want to keep going at this and keep updating you guys on what's happening. Now I'm also planning to keep going with random videos here or there to do with games I'm playing at the time. So like when I was playing Neo and Neo came out, I found out about certain farming strategies and I found out about different things you could do and I guess exploit, and I uploaded them to try and help people out. So like if there was newcomers to the game or if people were trying to find ways to do stuff, I could help them out, and it was just a good way to teach people how to do certain things. Now these aren't always going to be like these type of videos like guides and stuff. I might do like funny moments like I did on Siege with my last video, or little compilations of cool clips that just happen as I'm playing the game. Like you never know when, I mean, the amount of clips are on YouTube of when people have been streaming and there's just random shit happened. It could just be something like that. It just depends what happens at the time. And like I say, with streaming as well, this is my next point. I'm also going to keep going with streaming and really try and sort out all the things I can do with that, with like Twitch bot and all the stuff you can do to like really improve the stream, because I really want to go with streaming as well as YouTube. I don't just want to do one or the other, because I love streaming because it's a fun way to just chill out with people and just, you know, play games and just relax, chat to people, chat to, you know, viewers. But then with YouTube it's a lot more straight to the point, and I can talk about certain topics. I can, you know, just, it's straight to the point. You don't have to like, I see streaming as more chilled out and just calm and relaxed playing games, and then YouTube, like there's always sort of like a topic or a point to the video, so that's where I can talk about certain things I want to really get in detail with, and then streaming is just somewhere that people can come and hang out and just chill and have a chat. And on there I plan to play pretty much anything and everything really, sometimes online games, sometimes single player, just whatever I feel like playing at the minute and people like seeing. Like if people really enjoy seeing a certain game I'm playing, I'll probably end up playing that a bit more, just because I mean, I'm not going to play something people don't like to watch. Now the big thing I was talking about earlier in the video, and this is something like I say I plan to do so much on because I've been waiting for this for so long, and I am so fucking hyped for this game. I'm going to be spending so much time on it, and I really want to try and get into the competitive scene of the game and hopefully end up going to tournaments and just in general, you know, enjoy the game and help people out as much as I can on YouTube. And this game is Dissidia NT. Now for those of you who might not know what Dissidia NT is, it's basically an arena fighting game based on the Final Fantasy series, which you guys also might not know that Final Fantasy is like my favourite gaming series ever. I adore Final Fantasy. If you ask any of my friends, I'll just say like, yeah, I'm a little fanboy fuck, because I just bum off the series so much. I don't even care. I love it. So you guys can imagine how fucking horny I got when this game was eventually announced, like to be coming out of consoles, because the problem was it was already out in arcades for Japan. So for so long there was gameplay and there was little clips coming out and then new characters were coming out and shit, but there was no talk of it coming to console, which was so annoying because this game looked fucking incredible. Like the graphics were insane, but the game itself, just like how it looked to play, looked absolutely amazing. And now I've played it through betas and stuff, I know that it plays amazing, and it's such a fun game to play. Now with it being an arena type fighting game, it's not like your typical side to side fighting game, and it's basically 3 versus 3, and you're in like an arena based on like Final Fantasy areas, so there'll just be loads of various areas from different Final Fantasy games. Now the thing is that there's a lot more movement in the game, and the map, like the arena, is a lot more involved in strategy and outcome of the fight. So if you ever seen any of the Dragon Ball Z fighting games, it's very similar to that. You're not always flying through air and doing like 60 hit combos with like Super Saiyan shit, but it's a big area where like the map sort of matters, where you want to go to and where you want to plan to move. That's a game you can sort of relate it to though. So what I plan to do with this game, guys, is first off, I want to do loads of in-depth character analysis. So I want to talk about pros and cons of characters and how to overcome them if you're against them and how to use them efficiently if you play as them. And with this, I also want to do online sessions, sort of like how I did with Tekken. I basically played as a character. I did an hour-long session where I played online and I just see how I went. Now with Tekken, I was like, I enjoy Tekken, but I wasn't as, like, I can see myself being a lot more competitive and a lot more engaged in wanting to get higher and get better at this game. So I'm going to do it similar to how I did that, but I'm going to really go in depth with this. And what I'm planning to do is, like, when I do like a character analysis, I'm going to do like an online ranked session and then sort of show that character off in games and stuff. But the good thing about this is I can also see more in depth to the characters, so I can go further in detail with it. And then, I mean, it's just natural. Like, if you play a character, you're going to learn about them more. So yeah. Now on the first day it's out, I plan to do a full run through the story on stream, depending how long the story is like. Because I mean, the PSP game was fucking crazy long. I spent about 100 hours on that game in total. Maybe not that much on the story, but I spent a lot of time on the story as well. Like, it was a long game. So if it ends up being similar to that, I don't know if I'll be able to do it in one stream. I mean, I'll try my best, but it just depends on how long the story is. And then I want to upload that to YouTube for people like to catch up on if they miss. Now I'm also planning to do update type videos talking about new information about updates, like new characters coming in, DLCs, anything else that I feel need to be talked about, especially if any of you guys are planning to get into the game. Because there's a lot of time in games where like people will just play casually and they play certain characters. Like, for example, Overwatch is one. I mean, most people in Overwatch do keep up with the updates, but there's a lot of people that just play the game casually and they don't look at all the patch notes and all that shit. So they'll be playing the game and then they'll do an update and all of a sudden certain things aren't going how they would normally. Like, certain moves aren't as good, certain abilities don't work as well. And it's just like, that's why I want to make these type of videos, so that people can be updated and people can, see what is happening. So like when they play a character, they're not just like, why is my move just not doing anything anymore? Because I'm guaranteeing when this game comes out, there are going to be things that are changed, because there's not imbalances in the game too much. The game seems very balanced as a whole, but I definitely feel there's going to be things changed. So that's something I really want to keep up to date with. Now this reminds me, guys, I was going to say to you that honestly, if you haven't played this game yet or you haven't seen much about it, go and have a look at it. And there's also an English beta coming out early this month, and it's lasting until about a week before the game comes out. So that gives you a sort of like time period to just play it, check it out, and see if you actually like it. And if you do, I mean, that's great, because then you can go and buy the game. It doesn't come out long after, you don't have to wait fucking ages. Now the good thing is as well, the beta's free and anyone can download it. And you know what, you might end up loving it, because honestly, it's such a fun and competitive game. And it's not one of those competitive games where you get like really pissed off if you lose. I mean, you're gonna sometimes, it's natural. But this is one of those games that when you lose or you're getting shit on by someone, it's not like, oh fuck this, it's bullshit, that's just pure shit. No, it's bollocks, it's fucking shit, I'm not playing this shit anymore. It's not like that. Most of the time you'll be able to notice the problem and notice what was happening to cause you to lose or cause you to get dicked on. And sometimes it'll be your teammates, because like I say, it's 3 versus 3. And if you don't plan to play with people, if you play online, you're not always going to get teammates that are necessarily as good as you or think the same way as you. So it's going to be hard to play with them. But also a lot of the time it'll just be as simple as the person that you're playing against, the opponent themselves, just has a better understanding of the characters and better understanding of the way things work. But the thing about that is when that happens, you will learn from it. It's a learning curve. So you might get dicked once, but then the next time that happens, you'll know how to overcome it, because you see what happens and you overcome it. Now, I know that's the case for like a lot of games, but a lot of the time it's not as easy as doing that. Whereas this game, it feels like with Tekken, for example, Tekken has such a big gap, like a big skill gap between like really good players and really like, well, not bad players, but like casual players, because of like the whole movement. In Tekken, there's something called a Korean backdash, which takes fucking like it takes so long to master. There's people that have been playing the game for years and years and years and years, and they still can't maybe do it, consistently all the time. And it just, stuff like that makes Tekken a really hard game to get good at, and really hard and long time to learn all the stuff and, bridge that gap between like, a casual player and really good player. But with this game, there isn't any of that. It feels like movement's more like where you're going to be moving, not as like movement's hard, because literally you just hold a button and you hold a direction and you dash around. But the thing is with this game, it seems more like you need to control, because you've got a stamina meter, so you need to control how much stamina you're using, where you're moving in the map, making sure you stay with your team and you're not getting caught out. And that's what I think will be more in-depth with the game. So yeah, guys, I'd definitely say check this out when the beta comes out, or even when the game comes out at the end of January. Just maybe pick it up, see what it's like, and see if you enjoy it. Because if you enjoy it, I love it. I mean, I'm a Final Fantasy fanboy anyway, like I said earlier. But the thing is, even if I wasn't a Final Fantasy fan, I feel like I'd enjoy this game, because the game is so enjoyable to play and there's such a variety of characters and and classes you can play as. It's a lot of fun. So yeah guys, that kind of wraps up the things I have planned as of now for the new year. Now obviously as we progress through the year, these might change. I might start doing new things or even change certain series I'm doing, but at the moment these are the ideas I have in my head and are what I'm going to be working on as of now. And I know I haven't got loads of ideas or loads of plans at the minute, like these are only a couple, but the thing is, these I plan to do a lot on. Like I plan to do a consistent content on, like Dissidia. I plan to make consistent videos of like say ranked sessions or characters. Borderlands I want to constantly update you guys on. And then to be honest, I've got a lot of games to play at the minute. So when I'm playing on stream, I'll probably end up, you know, uploading clips or just whatever happens on there to YouTube. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you guys will enjoy the videos that I continue to make for this year, because I'm really excited to just get into it this year and really keep up with it. Like just keep going and not fucking stop, because that's the thing that's pissed me off. I said it in, I think, not my last video, the video before. It's just, it pisses me off that I've stopped, but the thing is, like, I can't change that now. All I can do is keep going with it now, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you next one.